Welcome in all my friends. Lazy Retired Granny here. Today is Sunday, the 7th of July, 2024. The time is 6:34 a.m. here in soon-to-be hot Salem, Oregon. How hot will it be, you ask? Well, today it's going to be 103 degrees or 39 Celsius, and it's currently 63 degrees. So I do have the drapes shut, but I do have the door open, getting kind of some fresh air in here. So we are continuing our journey on Hope Runs Deep from Diamond Art Club. The artist is Chuck Pinson. It's round drills, and the size is 23 by 17 inches or 58.8 by 42.6 centimeters. And I am joined by Crafting with V, January, Beth, Alice Baker, Kim O, and Teresa. They're doing the exact same canvas. Well, all except for Beth. Hers is larger. And I found out yesterday, and maybe I knew this and forgot it, but she bought hers through Amazon, and it came in a bigger size. But, you know, on Amazon you can get some canvases from Diamond Art Club there. And then Candace, Kim, and Anita are doing a Chuck Pinson canvas. And then a lot of you are laying down drills on what makes you happy, and just joining in on your own canvases that you're doing. There's no, on this channel, there is no rules that you have to do what I'm doing, or, you know, whatever. It just doesn't matter. And I know a lot of you are doing the theme of the month from Diamonds by Tita on her Facebook page. Hey, share them on here. You can share them on her Facebook page, and you can share them with me, and I will show them off here. And if you haven't been over to Facebook Diamonds by Tita, she has a private group over there. You can share any craft that you want on that group. So, all right, I think, oh, and we have 50 colors on this canvas, 4 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis, which are drills that have a special effect coated on them, and they're great for creating extra shimmering effects on the diamond painting. All right, and beside me, I have my hot caffeinated breakfast blend coffee with French vanilla creamer. And as always, I'm going to get a wax melt going here. And let's pick one out. Compliments from my diamond daughter, Rebecca. Let's do this one. Let's see what this is. Okay, we have got sugar cookie. Uh-oh. I'm in the dark. Let's get some light on here. All right, what's going on? Sugar cookie, raspberry jam. Let's see what that smells like. Oh my gosh, look at that. I forgot about this. Oh, that smells so good. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut a slice off of here. So let me go do that. I'll be right back. I'm going to put you on pause while I do that. Okay, I did cut a slice of that, so I have some more that I can do, excuse me, later. Alrighty, now I apologize. I did a blooper on my Whip and Chat yesterday, I think. And Margie had sent me an email, and she showed something that she got in the mail. And oh my gosh, how, you know how sometimes your brain just, I don't know, my thought was on one thing while I was looking at that. And okay, here's the story. Here's my excuse, okay? Besides being a senior citizen. I ordered for the first time from Dreamer Designs one of their overseas canvases. And I don't know why my brain was focusing. Well, I was thinking about that. I'd been thinking about that. Oh, that should be showing up anytime. And when I saw Margie's picture of, you know, what she showed, which I will show you right now, was this. Why was I thinking Dreamer? And she got an overseas from Dreamer. Yeah. But no. It's definitely Diamond Art Club. And this actually was friend's mail. She sent me a follow-up, as did another person. I don't think it was China mail, because anything coming from overseas is China mail to me. It got here too quickly. It is actually friend mail from another creator that I support in the community. Took me by surprise. We'll send pics soon. I guess what I was thinking when I read her original email, I was just thinking Dreamer. Yeah. I apologize, Margie. So, yeah. But, you know, I am allowed one mistake a year. Actually, it's like 10 mistakes a day. Okay. So anyway, let's clear that up. It's not a Dreamer, it's Diamond Art Club. So, Margie, we are waiting for the unboxing. Okay, and then from Kim, she said, I mentioned in my comment about adding tabs to your spiral notebook. The picture should be 2 of them, but I've been having issues with sending emails with pictures from my iPad. Show what I mean. Sorry they are so big. I tried to shrink them, but couldn't get them to shrink up. If I am still confusing you, just say so in your Whip and Chat. You know what? I get confused a lot, but I know exactly. You did not confuse me at all. Now, I have some of these somewhere. I gotta find them. Excellent idea. So, and then, yeah, here's some others. But I think I do have some of these somewhere. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. So thanks for that little tip. Okay, January. Hey, Snickerdoodle Bugaboo. Update. Good and bad news. Well, it took forever, but I finally finished the painting I was supposed to finish in June. It would have been done by July 2nd, but I suffered a minor injury that prevented me from diamond painting for several days. But with sheer determination and perseverance, I stumbled through and finished my painting using my right hand. Alright, so I guess it was her left hand and she's left-handed. I didn't know that, so I found out something new about January. Why is it so difficult about that, you might ask? Well, I am left-handed. and it was quite the challenge. Ha ha ha. Anyway, here is my finish along with an update on my June finishes. Oh, by the way, this is all the good news. Alright, so she has a framed landscape, penguins, monthly truck series, and monthly dessert cup. Alright, now she says, now for the bad news. Dreamer says my painting was delivered today, but alas, it was delivered to the wrong address because I certainly don't have it. I even walked to several other apartment buildings on my street. Nothing. I contacted Dreamer and they advised they are not responsible for missed deliveries. They sent the painting and once it is shipped, they are not responsible. So again, another vendor that took money out of my pocket with nothing to show for it. This is the second time this has happened to me. Once with New Craft Day and now with Dreamer. I am so disappointed. You have no idea. Hopefully, whoever delivered it, you can contact them. They should take, I don't know about your place, but here they take pictures of where they delivered stuff. So, that is, alright, so let's share her finishes. That is pretty. Oh, look at the cute penguins. That's cute. Oh, and our hello summer. That's really cheery and bright. And her June mug. Nice. Well, thanks for sharing that, and I am so sorry about the luck you're having with getting your things delivered. Hopefully, whoever got it will, correct the situation. I'll turn the light so I can see. Alright, now, updates of what's going on. I gotta move this light down a little bit. It's just blaring right in my face. So, on my canvas, get it situated. I am on the last part right here. So I'm doing the top of this here up. And I will finish this today because this is going super duper fast. So I'm doing this whip and chat, and then I'm gonna finish this, and I will be doing a video with the finish of the canvas. I'm going to be doing a kit up video of my monthly canvas, because I haven't started it yet, so, and I don't even have it ready yet. So I'll be doing that video, and I'm also going to do a video today, this morning, if it's going to be too hot later, of the cherry orchard. They're closed today, so nobody's out there, and I can be by myself out there. Coffee. And pick a few cherries, not a lot. So, yeah, so I don't know if they'll all go on today. I'll probably space them out a little bit. I'll do my finished video today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. Alright, so let's turn on the light. And I'm going to move this over just a tad. There we go. So, get some wax in the pen. I think as soon as I complete this, I'm going to put in a new tip. I think this one's seen better days. Alright, so what do I want to start on? Let's do red. So we'll do the squiggles, which is 28. And we've already gone through all the colors, so I'm not going to name off all the colors today. Yeah, and now Beth over at Beth's, why do I always forget her YouTube channel, Beth's Bookish Reviews. Alright, I started watching her channel, and she tells you about the books that she's read, going to read, you know, all that good stuff. And she inspired me, that reminded me that reading for pleasure. I had a class when I was a senior in high school, and that's what it was called, Reading for Pleasure. And I loved that class. You know, do what makes you happy. And in all honesty, I am so lost in the book I'm reading. Which is Outlander. I mean, I've made it to book 5. Believe me, it's been a struggle. And once again, I am just bored with it. I am not, you know, I'm just not enjoying reading. And half the time I'm lost. So, yesterday, I thought, you know, I belong to Kindle on Amazon, and then I did the 3 months free, and I found all kinds of stuff on there to read, and it was so much easier to hold my Kindle than a book. Plus, at our library, which we have a satellite library here where I live, because the big library it's not that far away from me, but the little one is close. But what you can do is you can go online and you can reserve books, and they will actually deliver the books to our little satellite library, and you just go pick them up. And it's I don't know, you guys probably know more about this than I do, but you get, if my little library or the main library doesn't have a book, maybe one of the other satellite libraries or colleges has the book, and you can actually borrow from them. Yeah, and they just deliver it to our little library, and you just pick it up and And you can renew it. You get it for 3 weeks, and then you can renew it, I think 3 times or something, which is really nice. I have done that. So I'm going back to when I was reading, and so today I'm going to be browsing through stuff, and between the Kindle and the library, you can also rent from the library books, Audible, which I really have not done that before. I don't think I'm an Audible person. However, here's my thinking. I know I'm always the last one on the boat, but I can actually diamond paint and listen to an Audible. Yeah, when I don't have a lot to watch on YouTube. So anyway, I'm going to do the Kindle one first, because that's free for 3 months. So, and then I'll go back to my library and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I've got to figure out what books I want to read, and because when I find a really good read, yeah, my nose is in the book. And actually, I really miss reading. When I was in high school, one of the electives we could take was reading for pleasure. And I thought, oh man, that's an easy class for me. But what happened in that class, the teacher, you had one book that the entire class had to read. And then you had this, you got so much time to read it, and then you did a discussion with a group. You were in groups, and yeah, you just discussed, like, reading group, the book. Hey, Ellie. Hey, Ellie. She's had her breakfast. She's been outside for a long time. Yeah, she's just sitting out there enjoying the coolness. But anyway, then she had, oh my gosh, a lot of books that you could choose to read on your own. And they were more, I don't know if I want to say classics, but books that, I never would have read if I hadn't have been in that class. And I did talk with her, and I said, I am a big reader, but I've never read any of these books, never even heard of them before. And I said, what do you suggest that I read? Now, I cannot remember all of the books. Oh, look, I missed all of those. I can't remember all of the books that I read. I will tell you that I got A+ in her class. Yeah. Because I am a reader, like that. I can fly through books. You know, my nose would be in a book constantly. So, but I remember a couple of the books. One was Red Badge of Courage. I absolutely loved that book. I flew through it. There was yeah, I can't really remember. I know I read some Jane Austen. I read, I don't know, just a bunch of books. So that opened up a whole new world to me of reading. And what I found is that I loved historical fiction. And you know, I wasn't into the whodunits back then. That has just been in the last, I would say since I retired, that's when I discovered cozy mysteries and stuff and found that I really liked that. And that's when I started reading cozy mysteries, because the first shows that when I first retired back in 2013, my goal was I need to get caught up on my TV time, because I never had time to sit and watch TV. You know, I was working sometimes 2 and 3 jobs, raising kids, you know, doing all that life stuff. And I just did not have time to plop down and watch TV. So I had a lot of TV watching to do. And of course this was before I discovered British shows, Acorn TV and BritBox, you know, all that stuff. So anyway, I remember I watched Murder, She Wrote, Columbo, Perry Mason, oh, that one with Dick Van Dyke. It was called Murder 101, and then they changed it. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, then I discovered that these shows also had books. So I read the whole series of Columbo, Murder, She Wrote, well, I didn't make it through all of the Perry Masons. Ugh, it's huge. And, you know, all of those. I loved watching TV shows, and then Ellie scared me to death. Reading the books to go with them. And then I discovered BritBox, Acorn TV, and the first shows I watched over there, Midsummer Murders, what else? Agatha Raisin, I think it was. But anyway, they also have books, you know, based on the book. There were several of those cozy mysteries. I read all those. Yep, every one of them. I flew through them. And so some of the books were made into a show. Some of them weren't, you know, they just make it up. as they go along. And especially, I read all the Agatha Christie's that were made into TV series. Believe me, I was a reading fool. Well then, yeah, so I want to get back into that. But based on my reading for pleasure class, what I found out, I do like historical fiction. I like anything that is from the past, and I like books that are long. I always say I don't want to watch, a book that is 1,000 pages or more is my sweet spot. I love long books. But then when I was watching the TV shows, of course those are, 300, 400 pages, so you can fly through those in no time. And I guess that's overseas I have. So anyway, yeah, so I am so glad I found Beth as a friend. So yeah, I just got to find my sweet spot right now because I'm kind of starting over again with my reading. She mentioned on her whip and chat about Follett, I think is his name. Oh my gosh, I love his books. I've read several, and they're long, and they're engaging, and I can fly through them because I'm just, the words speak to me. And another one that I read, another author that I've read a lot of is, of course his name escaped me. Let me see if I can look it up here real quick. James Michener. I have read a lot of his books. Yeah, they're long, they're engaging, I can fly through them. So I wish I would have kept track of all the books that I've read and authors. But anyway, that's a little bit. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing today also. And so I'm going to be watching some videos from Beth. I want to see what she's been reading, maybe get some ideas. And I'm kind of out of the loop on authors. I read a lot of books, and I gotta look this up because, like I said, I haven't been doing this for a few years, but we have a lot of authors in my area. I have thoroughly enjoyed their books, and in fact, I've gone to several I don't know what they call it, but where a bunch of authors get together, and they got their books there, and you can talk to them and buy their books or whatever. I have been to a lot of those and bought their books and just flew through them. So I need to reconnect with some of those authors. And our little used bookstore, well, they have new books too, here. They have a whole section that's just Oregon authors or local authors. And so I need to make a trip down there and see what's what. Yeah, I am just really looking forward to this re-adventure that I'm going to be doing. I started one book on the Kindle last night that, to be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna capture my attention, but it's a cozy mystery, and I don't know if that's really what I want to read, but I've got to go in today and just reacquaint myself with the Kindle. So, yeah, I got a action-packed day today. What's going on out there? My son's out there mowing the field. Yeah, it's getting pretty long. All it is weeds. We have to mow the weeds. Oh. Yeah, so while I'm diamond painting this morning, I'm going to be going back on some of Beth's video and see what she's read. I think she belongs to some book club or readers club. What do you call that? I don't know what you call it. I never belonged to one before. Where apparently, or it's a challenge or something. So you have, I don't know the ins and outs of it. Maybe she'll explain that on one of her whip and chats. So I'm not really for sure if there's a club that you join. And they say we're going to read this book, or if they say we're going to read this author. It's just something new to me, and I can get involved in that if I wish. So maybe I'll have something new to talk about on here. Books I've read, books I'm reading, books that make sense to me, because Outlander does not. I don't think I am really a fantasy or time travel type of person. I don't think those are really for me. I get too confused and I read, I just don't understand it, and I just can't accept it. That's been my whole problem with Outlander. And it's actually got a lot of juicy parts to it, which some things it's like, okay, this is way too much information for me. And how did it add to the storyline? So I think that's why I like the cozy mysteries and stuff, because you don't get a lot of R-rated, X-rated stuff. I mean, you might get a mild version of it, but don't tell me all your deep, dark secrets, of what goes on behind closed doors. I just don't want to intrude. So yeah, we got a lot to do today on this hot, sunny day. Staying inside. I still haven't turned on my AC. So far, we have survived with just the fans and been comfortable. But I think, is it Wednesday we finally get down into the 90s? I've got to go. Let's see, one day, I got to go get water, but I don't know, I got to fill up my jugs. I haven't made a decision yet what I'm going to be doing. Where I'm going to be going. Usually I only like to make one trip. Call it a day. I'm going to have to get more dog food. It reminds me, I got to put that on my to-do list. I'm debating whether to keep Ellie on the current wet food or change it back to what she was getting, because it's got to be a slow transition, and she seemed to be doing fine on that. I think what her problem was all the people food. I think it finally just got to her. I'm not making any wild and crazy decisions yet, because I want to make sure that she's doing everything she's supposed to do. to get her some more dry food. And then I noticed on my links they weren't highlighted, so nobody was able to click on those. So I had to go in and change that so it would work. I don't know what is going on, but I think hopefully now they're clickable for V and Beth, their channels. You know what? I didn't check Beth today. What is she up to? Her channel is growing. Yay for her. Ooh, she's at 319. Way to go, Beth. That's great. Maybe she'll convert some diamond painters to reading also. I'm hoping I get my orders in. I've got an Etsy order out there. I've got a Dreamer China mail coming. I have some product reviews coming. But unfortunately, I don't know why, but I'm not able to, do the tracking on them. And a lot of this stuff that's coming from overseas, it's, I don't know, you get different tracking numbers or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. It arrives when it arrives. I got plenty to do in the meantime. Yeah, yesterday I went into Dreamer Designs and there's one canvas that I kind of want and the second one that I kind of want, but it's like, do I really need any more? Not really. 46. So, yeah, I passed on doing any orders. I've got to do these that I have. I don't want to be a hoarder of canvases. I just want to do them. And I've got so many budget friendlies to do. I didn't have very many of those. Yeah, so, but you know what? It's something to look forward to. And all that. So what am I at? About 50 minutes? Well, I guess we'll call it a day since I completed that color. So I appreciate everybody stopping by. And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't become one of my friends, hit that friend button, also known as subscribe, and ring the bell and click on all, and you will be notified of all my future videos. So with that said, I appreciate everybody stopping by and visiting with me today. Make sure you comment down below. Send me your emails with the updates of whatever you're laying down drills with so we can share it with all of our friends on here. And yeah, and remember, it does not have to be what I'm doing. You do what makes you happy and all that good stuff. So with that, I will chat with you later.